So you guys remember a little while back, after the announcement of Power Rangers versus Godzilla, that I talked about all the possible crossovers we could get now that the door's open for Godzilla, and then I did a video talking about all the possible crossovers we could get with Power Rangers. But this video and subsequently the next video are going to be talking about two titles that I like reading about, but when they're crossover with something else, because I feel like it's such a brilliant and insane mishmash of things that it's just kind of fun. So yeah, you're looking at this video right. What I'd like to see Archie crossover with. Now, I don't read Archie comics unless it's crossing over with something else. I'm not that, like, I know the bare minimum of Archie. That's it. And it only, and like, for me, I only enjoy it when it's crossed over with something else, because that just kind of juxtaposition is just so much fun for me. And there have been some, I wouldn't say hasn't been any bad crossovers with Archie, because you can't really mess it up. It's Archie. It's really hard to mess it up when you're doing something fun like that. And Archie has had some really unique crossovers, ranging from, of course, The Punisher, meeting the 80s Turtles, Sharknado, Predator twice. Needless to say, and even Batman and Harley and Ivy, like, they've all, the gang from Riverdale has met them all, or a good amount of stuff. So I'm just going to do a video talking about Archie crossovers I would like to see in comic books in some capacity or another. I think this would be really fun. I do have another idea involving one of the Archie, or rather Archie universe characters, so stay with me on that. So let's get into it. So starting off, I really want to see Archie and Mars Attack. I want to see Mars Attacks Archie, which, funny enough, is going to be the subject of another video. Mars Attacks Archie is completely perfect. You could easily set the Martians in the world of Riverdale in the classic cartoon and have that kind of just wild out gore that the Archie Predator crossover had. Just that wild, insane gore that the Predator crossover had, and it still fit. Like, they work in that universe. Like, they work so well. And literally, it could just be anything. Just Martians come down, or you could have Dilton Doily, like, send a message out to space, and, like, Archie helps him send the message out, and then the Martians come down from Mars and start killing everyone. Or you could have, like, some fun stuff like Betty and Veronica have their heads removed and switched onto one another's bodies. Like, again, that's so Mars Attacks. It's just perfect. Dynamite. I know you're the current owner of the license for Mars Attacks. Get in touch with, and I'm doing another video of with the Mars Attacks crossovers. But yeah, just get in touch with Archie Comics. Get this out. It's perfect. As for another out there crossover is Power Rangers. You may be thinking that makes no fucking sense. Hang on, let me explain it for you. Basically, the idea I would do for this Power Rangers Archie crossover is the Power Rangers get captured by Rita, but the power coins get away, so Zed has to find another group of teenagers with attitude, and he finds them all in Riverdale. That's right, we have the Archie and the gang become the Power Rangers. How perfect is that? Like, that is just beyond perfect for having, like, Betty and Veronica as the pink and yellow ranger. You could have Dilton as the blue ranger. You could have Jughead as the black ranger, and Archie as the red ranger. Boom. There you go. There you go. That is perfect. And you just have them, like, bumbling around and be like, oh my god, I'm gonna fucking die, when they're fighting, like, Goldar or something. It'd be great. Could you imagine them trying to pilot, like, have some fun moments with them trying to, like, pilot the Zords or something? That would be completely insane. Like, that would just be completely just off-the-wall crazy. Anyway, so yeah, Archie and the Power Rangers would be really fun. I think that would just be a lot of fun. As for others, I'm going to have some fun out there ones, too. Because, again, they've had some out there ones, so why not? I will, however, abstain. I should have mentioned this earlier. I am abstaining from using Marvel characters because Disney just won't, the mouse won't allow them to be crossed over with anything, unless it's Fortnite, apparently. Because why not? Yeah. So, yeah, as for others, I think it would be a lot of fun to have Archie meets Superman. We've had technically 2 Batman crossovers, so why not a Superman one? Like, you could just have Lex Luthor. Like, it could be, actually, I'll do you one better. Archie crossing over with the Superman, the Christopher Reeve Superman. Yeah, it makes way more of having the Superman set. Like, yeah, they did a Batman 66 crossover, so why not a Superman 76 crossover? That'd be great, of having Christopher Reeve Superman and have like Gene Hackman Luthor. You could do like maybe bring in another character, like another classic character from DC comic, like a DC supervillain, like you could do like a movie version of like Livewire or Parasite, or maybe that you could do this for the 78 version of Mxyzptlk. There's an idea. That's how the crossover works. It's you introduce that version of Mxyzptlk. Just throwing that out there. I'd also like to see a Wonder Woman, like a Linda Carter version of Wonder Woman, crossover and team up with Betty and Veronica. That'd be a lot of fun. As for others, I think Charlie's Angels would be a lot of fun, have it solely be Betty and Veronica teaming up with Charlie's Angels on a mission, or the Bionic Woman. A lot of them are from Dynamite, and Dynamite's been known to do some fun crossovers. I just hope they can get, like, Archie Comics would be willing to allow it. As for others, I'd like to see another TMNT crossover, because there was one way back when TMNT was under the Archie Comics license, and that was the 80s version. So I think it'd be kind of like cool to do it again, kind of like how TMNT and Power Rangers got together to do another version. So that'd be yeah. Maybe you could do you could kind of do it like, maybe instead of like the IDW Comics Turtles or its own continuity, maybe do like the 90s movies, like the Jim Henson version of the Turtles, and have, like, I don't know, Moose get mutated, or Jughead eat like ooze or something and he gets mutated. Who knows? Like, the possibilities are really endless. As for a more like darker, more kind of sinister one, this is a lot of fun, because this one isn't really centered on Archie. It is in the Archie universe, but Sabrina. The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina crossing over with Hack Slash. Hack Slash is a comic book series I absolutely love. They've done some really cool crossovers their own, like they've crossed over with The Crow, Army of Darkness, The Reanimator. They've crossed over with Vampirella, a lot of horror comics, even Chucky. So I think it'd be kind of fun to do like a Chilling Adventures of Sabrina crossover, but with Hack Slash. See Cassie Hack and Sabrina team up on something. Yeah, just throwing that out there. Yeah. There's just so many combinations and so many possibilities you could really play with. Hell, I'll even take Archie meets Godzilla. Could you just imagine just like, you could even have it like be a version of Showa Godzilla, just smashing his way through the city, and have, like, I don't know, Archie and the gang somehow pilot like a jank version, like a jank version, or just an off-brand version of Mechagodzilla to fight him, or have Jet Jaguar. Yeah, definitely you gotta have Jet Jaguar in this comic. Anyway, so you guys tell me in the comments below what kind of fun out there crossovers you'd love to see with Archie or see done. Hopefully this video might catch some wind, and maybe we can get maybe this will spark some ideas. Who knows? Anything's possible these days. Anyway, if you haven't already, hit the link below, head on over to my Patreon. Other than that, I am Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in the multiverse.